here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Messi. That is out and behind, it's a good block. Ukraine with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. It's their second corner of the game. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Ukraine have their third corner. Oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Messi. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Cruyff. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Spread neatly. Shot could be... It's Nakata! Oh, that's terrific from Nakata! He's got himself an absolute peach. And it's Ukraine who take the lead. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Messi. Oh, super ball. Oh, good effort. No, not the best of headers. Oh, this looks sharp. This ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. That's the keeper's ball. Ricardo Rodriguez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's Shevchenko! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Serginho. And it's Cruyff. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is good alertness. Nuno Mendes. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Sorlot. He's picked his way through. And Cruyff! And he's hit it long. Hazard. And they've switched it over to the other side. Played through for him. And he's managed to get free. And that has been cleared. Defending was strong and firm. Goes for the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Ukraine have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Serginho. Space for him to turn and look. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Ukraine are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Just about within shooting range. Now that was quite some save.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
They're up to 5 corners now. Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Cameroon are looking to go forward now. Messi is always looking to break lines. Piqué. Knocks it out wide, and it's Messi. Sends it crossfield. Cut it out. Szoboszlai. Gerrard. Cruyff. And he passes it long. Surlot. Hakimi. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Ukraine definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Ukraine looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Gets us going once more.
Ukraine definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rogers. Now it's Darwin. Threads one in. Now it's Darwin. He's got away. And it's Serginho. And this is Cruyff. Solid! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that has left him in a heap. Nuno Mendes. No way through there. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A header! Shevchenko is flagged offside. Now it's Nakata. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. Shevchenko plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. Still just a single goal between the sides.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. He made it look a bit predictable.
Akanji. So Intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's on it, can he get away? Serginho.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Messi. Rodgers. Cameroon can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Mendes gets over and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Hazard. He's had a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Is rising. That's 6. Towering header. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Cameroon really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Szoboszlai. Well played, that has knocked out the danger. Tries to play it through. That's a good ball. Chance! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Ukraine are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably wasn't more than the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And this is Drogba. It's Drogba! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a lucky 7th corner. Dani Olmo attempts a clearance. Cameroon have the chance to go the other way. Ukraine have got it back and they'll have another go. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And a header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking?
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Votre attention s'il vous plaît. Les propriétaires des voitures en stationnement sur la bretelle d'accès au stade sont priés de
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Hazard has the space to scheme. Right, Shevchenko really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hazard. That's the most accurate pass. Zanetti. That pass has been well intercepted. Takes a shot. Would have been quick to recover this. Hazard. Fernandez. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Messi. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. Crosses it in here. Chelsea with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi, he's having a pop! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post!
Chelsea would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ukraine so far providing no... That's rather hopeful! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And a goal kick. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. That's destined for the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Shevchenko, and he's got the beating of his man. Distributed tidily. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's a key interception. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. That's a little off target. Nakata. Nicely spread. Shevchenko! Goal! Ukraine! And it's Ukraine who take the lead.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball and they're in.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Ball in towards the middle. Decent chance! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
such a big goal, Peter. Just when...
And it's Ibrahimovic. And he's there to belt it away. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Vitinha is offering a wry smile there.
Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Trife! It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Rogers. And it's Nakata. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Been indicated.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Nakata. Shevchenko. Thuram gets it clear. Cruyff. Messi. Bullet providing an outlet on that flank. And it's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Ukraine can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And he is dashing away. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Not offside that time. Ibrahimovic. That's going wide left. Hazard tries one from range. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Out towards the flank. Great vision. Right, Shevchenko. And it's Azar. Desai pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Ukraine needing a change of fortune here. Zanetti simply refused to be outdone there. Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. Fernandez. Can he latch onto this?
There they go, punting again.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Messi in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tries from distance.
Substitutions taking place.
Rodriguez. That looks a impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Passing nice and neat. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Fernandez makes a dash for it. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
And they've got rid. Just about up to 75 minutes. Zanetti. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. And Romario! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. That is glorious. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Something in your eyes ain't right. Something in your eyes ain't right. Got me feeling like
Looking to play him in. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's going to be disappointed with that. Foden, played right into his path. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the pass is intercepted. Chouameni. And this is Shevchenko. Tries to pass it through. It's a good ball out wide. Messi.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Strong running down that left flank, and that has left him in a heap. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fernandez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's been cut out, well played. Over to the right flank. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He has found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. КООП claims it. Safe hands. Fernandez calmly anticipates. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Rodgers showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's come loose.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement. Ukraine have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And he skips past his man. Foot in. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, they could be caught out here. Rodrigo! Knocks it into space. Oh, easy pickings there. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Crossed into the box. And he's taking no chances there. João Neves promptly onto that, and that is that. And that could set him on his way. Fernandes. And he's intervened well there. Not the most accurate pass. Laid down the flank. Hazard. That looks a decent ball. Stones cuts it out. Short changes him with that pass. He can run onto that. Real chance! Fantastic from Rodrigo! A finish right from the top draw. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net.
Chance for a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Ukraine come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Ukraine really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm.
Oh, greatly! And again! Oh, good finish! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And he's got away. Tries a shot! It's a goal! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Ukraine cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a very decent ball. Big chance! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi. Zanetti. Nakata. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Ukraine have hit a quick-fire double here, and are right back on level terms. Hazard looking to receive it in space. Akanji. And Zaire Emery. Great ball if he can get there. João Neves does really well there. He is strong. Azar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, super find. Brilliantly cut out. Zaire Emery. Ball's played through. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 14, Hazard. Number 7, Messi. Number 20,
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Number 27, Morgan Rogers. Number
Bernardo
21,
Silva.
Shevchenko.
Dani Olmo.
Coming on the field.
He's
Number
picked
6,
his way through.
Number 11,
Dani Olmo. He's got away. Dani Olmo crosses.
Dani Olmo. Number 9, Didier Drogba. Number 10, Saint-Maximin. Substitution.
Can he get it through? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Drogba. Now it's Drogba. And he's straight offside.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitution in progress.
Milan have opted to make another change here. That's a little off target. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now he's... Oh, shooting chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Great vision. He can run onto that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No foul, says the referee. Swings in across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. No, that's been intercepted. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rodriguez gets over and intercepts. He's found a way through. Aims beyond the defence. Not where it came from.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tries to play it through. And this is Bernardo Silva. He is through here. Shoots! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter.
And the shots! And no mistake. We thought they were done, but never say never. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And there goes the final whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round.
עכשיו אני מבין, יש כוח למילים. נהייתי אמיתי, חושפת נשמתי, מושך את התווים, מפעיל את הריקוד. נהייתי אמיתי, חושפת נשמתי, מושך את התווים, מפעיל את הריקוד. הרבה דברים שאמרנו.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing.
Chance! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He won't be happy with that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good.
And the finish! And that's a good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Romania restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Gets his head on it! Goal, Ukraine! Into the lead once more. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Ukraine with the lead. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Pirlo plays it short. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Cantona. And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. He's found the way through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So what can they conjure from this one?
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Oh, this looks sharp. Romania are looking to go forward now. That is ended up in no man's land. Haaland. Rodriguez gets across to intercept that. Messi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tries to pass it through. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Haaland! Nearly, but not quite. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hazard. He's got away.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. No way through. Great vision. And it's been played through. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Nakata. And he cuts out the supply. And reclaimed it in a trice. Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate.
Big chance! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pirlo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cantona! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Cantona has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Nicely shaped ball. He's had a shot! They've scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Romania leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
And that's the keeper's ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. And it's Nakata. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Ukraine really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's been shifted off it. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Rice. Zanetti. Out for a throw. Rogers! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Good chance here! And that was too close for comfort.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
That has been slung wide. Hazard going face to face with his great rival.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
An uncompromising challenge. And the volley. And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Ricardo Rodriguez. And that is a little undercooked. Pirlo. And they can counter here. That's a shade optimistic. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Romania clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Rice. Messi providing an outlet on that flank, and he's managed to get free. He slings. There's the header! It's loose, and there's a race for... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's Rice.
Ukraine really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Fernandez. To Messi. Ukraine are looking to break at pace.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it.
Tries a shot! And that's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Shevchenko really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Romania really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on...
He's having a pop! And that's a real chance missed.
Cruyff fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dink through. Oh, what a ball! Looking to play him in. Tries to play it through. Yamal. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, a delicate chip through. Searching pass he's played there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
not gone well. Yamal, played out wide. Chance to do terrific! Oh, it rattles the bar! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? San Maxima at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Ukraine have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Blue car parked outside the stadium.
Ukraine. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thrill-a-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct and providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Over to the right flank. Spread to the right. Zanetti looking to hit the byline here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Can he get it through? He's quick to return it. Both sides exercising caution for now. Oh, well measured. Fernandez has the... Fernandez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Fernandez really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And this is Neymar. It's been slipped through. It's Dembele! It's hit the crossbar. Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
This is Dembele. And this is Dembele. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
And the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Nuno Mendes has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Great vision. Oh, Red, nice interception. Hazard swung over, and he was quick to react. And it's Dembele. Distributed tidily. Tries one from range. It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Over to the other side. Rodri. Now it's Neymar. Fernandez. Rodgers. Tries to pass it through. Shifted it to the flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Fernandez. Ukraine can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi is the team's great visionary. Rodgers. Oh, it's come loose. Shevchenko! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined.
Takes a shot! Oh, this looks sharp. Al Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Stones.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Now it's Neymar. Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. And it's Neymar. Aims beyond the defence. Opts to play it back. It's Neymar!
Neymar made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. De Ligt. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Neymar. And that looks a decent ball. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Ukraine have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Ukraine are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 24 será
So into the second half.
el dorsal 21.
Ukraine can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. He steps in and that's the end of that. Zanetti kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yamal! Now who's going to be first to this?
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Now it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed. Takes aim and crosses. And they can counter here. Ukraine do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Howson calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. Hazard ploughing through the middle. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there.
Messi!
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Yamal. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's Neymar! In he goes again. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Rodri. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Danny Olmo. Applies the finish! There was plenty of power on that. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores.
Ukraine are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Another chance from a corner. And we have our very first corner.
going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Nuno Mendes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Has a look and plays it forward. Thinks about the shot. Bernardo Silva! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Tries a deft little ball. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Spain truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
He's having a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
What a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Bernardo Silva.
Ukraine can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Very much into the last knockings. Nicely went. And the finish! Saint-Maximin. Now it's Saint-Maximin. And he's got the beating of his man. And oh, he's all alone. It's Drogba! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Yamal, and it's Zanetti. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over...